Welcome to another full day of eating. The first meal today is Grandma's caramel roll. So if you feel like you can't have some of Grandma's sweets while burning fat, getting shredded, you can, 100%. So I also have just plain black coffee. I never track that because it is basically 0 calories. And what time is it? It is, oh geez, 10:35. I usually don't eat until noon or later, but oh well, I wanted to have Grandma's caramel roll. Just calling my name. You can't beat Grandma's caramel roll. So good. As you can see, I'm tracking it as a cash-wise caramel roll. What you can do, it's not gonna, might not be exactly right, but it's gonna get you close enough. Like if you're not doing a bodybuilding show, you don't need to be spot on perfect. Our macros for the day are gonna end up around, well, for calories, 2,200 to 2,300-ish. I always give myself a little range. Even if I get up to 2,400, it's not a big deal. And as far as protein, hopefully around 180. Fats and carbs can be pretty wide range, but I typically like to be around 70 to 80 grams of fat and the remaining calories from carbs. So I'm gonna finish this up here and then I'll show you how I prep my next meal. Just got a solid leg workout in, and now it's time to prep meal 2 for the day. I'm going to be prepping a turkey meatloaf that's going to last me 4 days. So I have 3 pounds of 93% lean ground beef. So if I divide that by 4 days, that gives me 12 ounces per day, since 3 pounds is 48 ounces, obviously. Then 2 eggs goes in that. About a half an onion is what I got, and then 120 grams of oats. I use quick oats because they're more broken down, chopped up. And then I'm gonna try some liquid smoke. This is not required, it's up to you. I guess I'm just kind of curious if it'll add some decent flavor. And then I'm gonna add in some of the G. Hughes barbecue sauce and some ketchup as well. So I'm kind of just winging it here. The base of it is the meat, the oats, the eggs, and I don't really think you need a sauce, but in the recipe on my website, I do have tomato sauce in the recipe. I'm just gonna try it out with some of the sugar-free G. Hughes barbecue sauce and some ketchup today. So we'll see what it's about and try it out. So I'm gonna throw this together now and I'll show you the end product. All right, so here's the end product. 1/4 of the pan, it's a good chunk. The macros I'm gonna put on the screen are gonna be just for the meatloaf, but on top of that, I'm also going to have a green pepper and some carrots, some super simple veggies that you don't need to prep. You just grab and go. Like the pepper, I don't know why people slice them up when you could just eat it like that, on the go. So simplify your life. I highly recommend the G. Hughes barbecue sauce. It's not as good as regular barbecue sauce, no, but it definitely gets the job done for how many calories are in it. Like if you ate this entire bottle, it's 170 calories. So even just the one serving of 30 grams, 10 calories is a good amount of sauce, and it helps a lot. That's damn good. It does need more salt though. I'll just add salt on top of it and we'll be good. The reason I went with oats is that oats have a good chunk of fiber and I digest them very well. So there's nothing wrong with using bread. I just prefer oats, and oats sit really well with me, as they do with most people. And it's a whole food too, because the only ingredient in oats is oats. So that being said, this is the second meal and I'll show you my next snack. Been sitting around a little bit since I ate that meatloaf, and my legs, that was my first gym leg workout in a while, so I missed the machines and leg press. Yes, feels really good to be back. I don't know why it makes me so happy, but being in muscle pain is just like it's a hoot and a holler. But now I'm gonna go outside, kind of walk around, get the blood flowing again, go into the shop, maybe work on a few things. Let's go. So here we have it, the end product. Perfect for my deck. It'll go up there once this 30-mile-an-hour wind goes down in a couple days. Other than that, I'm super happy with it. Sturdy, solid. Got it at Menards, and obviously you got to get that 11% rebate. But other than that, hopefully my friends like it. If I ever have friends come over anymore, if anyone likes me. Other than that, I'll use it for some cheap meals or something. We are back in the kitchen now to make my favorite protein snack. We got, all you need, 4 ingredients. It's a cookie dough spread, basically, chocolate chip cookie dough spread, even though it's chickpea based. So let's just throw this in the NutriBullet. I highly recommend getting a NutriBullet. They're super convenient and quick and makes cleaning up a lot easier than compared to using a blender. And again, this is for the next 4 days. And then 4 tablespoons of the almond butter, or 64 grams, 30 grams of sugar-free syrup, actually 40, we're gonna go with 40 today. 2 scoops of this, protein, vanilla, of course. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Sometimes I catch myself getting like super precise, which I guess it is a good habit, but it's not super necessary. That's that, and then 3 to 5 grams of stevia. This is kind of optional, but if you like sweet, this is what I recommend. So I'll just go 3 grams today. I do usually put this in a food processor. I have not done it in a NutriBullet yet, so we'll just see how this turns out. I think it should work pretty well. Let's give her a go. Oh, whoops. Kind of smoking. Okay, I'll let that cool down a bit. Well, I think I definitely blew this thing up. So, right after talking it up, I busted it. Except that was definitely on me. This is probably more for liquid type stuff. I needed a food processor, so that's on me. It did mix up the majority of it, but there's gonna be a few chunks full of chickpeas, which is fine. Still gonna taste amazing. So the weight of the cookie butter is, it says 386, but I've been licking a little off my fingers, so it's about right around 400 grams, I'm just gonna say. So I'm gonna have 100 grams of this per day. Since before I put it in this container, I weighed out the container first, and I knew it was 291 grams. Then I filled up the container and then weighed it again and subtracted 291. So I know exactly how much is in there. So tomorrow when I come back to it, I'm just gonna put it on the scale and scoop out 100 grams. And then I know it's about 1/4 of the entire quantity that I made. Oh, cripes! Okay, well, as you saw, I threw some chocolate chips in there, so I threw 28 grams, so it's easy to track as 7 grams each day. But the macros for this, it is pretty high calorie for how much volume there is there. It is 408 calories, 24 grams of protein, 52 grams carbs, and 13 grams of fat. It is really stinking good though, especially with these pretzels. Chunk of that chickpea full chunk. So good, because the pretzels have the saltiness and then the sweet from the protein powder. The almond butter has a little bit of sweetness too with the vanilla flavoring. Chocolate chips, the syrup, and the extra stevia. So yeah, it's a cookie dough spread. It's not, if you try to make cookies out of this, it'll probably turn into a mess. Man, this makes dieting so easy. I wouldn't consider my I don't feel like I'm dieting when I am dieting because I get to have this burgers, Meatloaf, Bush Light. I may get hungrier at times, and that's the only time it's tough, but that's why I save my calories for the back end of the day to avoid that. It's pretty simple, whatever works for your lifestyle. So that's good, really good stuff. Highly recommend. It's on my website, like I said. Yeah, time to watch some Netflix, check in with some clients, and move on to more food. It's been a couple hours since I ate that cookie dough spread and the pretzels. This is now Power Plate Meals. It's a food prep service based out of Fargo, North Dakota. So I got the blackened salmon and coconut rice. Looks extremely good. Might have to let it cool a bit, but oh yeah, came with a mango salsa too, I think. Gotta go grab that. Here we go. Put that on there. So yeah, I'm winding down for the day. I forgot to show you what time it was earlier for my cookie dough spread, but it is 8:51. So we'll eat this here, and then we actually have one more meal, which you should have a pretty good idea what it is if you watch my previous ones. I don't typically use a meal prep service because I like making my own food, but I can understand like why people would utilize this, and if you do need to utilize this, do it. It simplifies your nutrition so much, just way less hassle, especially if you're busy and on the road quite a bit. And the macros for this, I just use the barcode scanner on the container. It is 374 calories, 35 grams carbs, 14 grams of fat, and 27 grams of protein. It's a really solid, balanced macros. Can't wait to have the asparagus pea. Asparagus scented pea. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this and continue to watch The Office for like the 80th time. Who's your favorite character? I like Creed. Creed freaking just out of the blue comedy show. Can you guess? Can you guess what we have in here? Okay, yeah, you guessed right. Probably the overnight oats as always. Typically every video we're going with vanilla protein powder, oats and milk, and then a medium banana. So I'm not gonna add the peanut butter in there because my fats are already up to where they need to be for the day. But if I was low on fats, I would have tossed them in there. We're good. It is 10:16. Macros for this meal are 540 calories, 47 grams of protein, 76 grams of carbs, and only 7 grams of fat because I didn't add peanut butter. Do you guys open the banana from the bottom or from the peel? I'm definitely from the bottom, just the pinch and tear. You're good to go, but then you got the little butt thing there. I bite that off and spit it in the garbage. Chop it in there. I use a spoon against the peel. If I didn't have bananas, I would have went with my typical blueberry cinnamon, but bananas obviously time restricted. You gotta get rid of them as soon as possible. I have 3 left. I'll fit those in throughout the week. And I'm gonna finish this up. And my total macros for the day are 2,317 calories, 173 grams of protein, which I was shooting for 180. I give myself 10 grams typically down or up. Carbs are at 240. Fat is at 70. Like I said, I like that between 70 and 80. So my carbs are actually a little higher than usual, but calories are what matters most. And I will definitely continue to burn fat at 2,300 calories personally. Like even if I ended up at 2,400 calories today, I would have been cool with that. If I was at 2,200, I would have been cool with that. But especially on leg day, I know I can afford a few extra carbs because I'm for sure using that glycogen store. I hope you guys really enjoy these videos. Let me know if you do, because I will continue to make them almost on a weekly basis, like the meal prep and also like how I store it and kind of day in the life type of thing, like the picnic table projects, the standing desks and all that. These videos are just becoming more and more fun to make. Like at first I was thinking like, oh, I need a lot of subscribers and all that, but now it's just, who cares? I'm just making them to make them. They're fun. But I'm gonna close it out here. I'll see you in the next video. Live long, live fun. Cheers and subscribe. Oh, that's good.